Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be a video regarding various strange or disastrous occurrences taking place in the world around us. I just thought I would keep you up to date on the things taking place. So let's start with what was posted 21 hours ago to Twitter. A 5-foot tsunami strikes the Spanish resorts in Majorca and Menorca, deluging roads and flooding beach bars and terraces. Or what was known as a meteor tsunami took place in this area. Let's see if I can get the images to load. Okay. It wasn't the largest possible tsunami, but it was enough to cause damage. And this was in the Spanish resorts. And after deadly floods took place, as you remember the floods that I reported on a few days ago in Japan, now dangerous heat waves are taking place. And this dangerous heat wave that's currently taking place has killed at least 8 people, and thousands are suffering from exhaustion, and a man here got stuck in the tarmac. So that's what's taking place in Japan. They went from major extreme flooding over to excessive heat waves and people dying and suffering heat. And these California fires brought on a cluster of mysterious rashes and strange allergic reactions. So there were several explanations. These individuals shown here, as you can see, these mysterious rashes that appeared on the individual. I've dealt with several rashes myself, but very strange things throughout my life. But you can see this person's leg swollen up on the right, and this person in the middle, their chest and their face has all kinds of rashes and redness. And the person on the left, their face was covered in rashes. So California fires brought this on, it was believed, but they still couldn't figure out the exact explanation for this. Some people were saying, is it some sort of weapons? Is it some sort of just a rash that's spreading through the fires? Is it something from the fires, a chemical? Some speculated that poison oak or poison ivy spread through the air to the individuals from the fire and from the heat, from the fires and from the heat. So, I mean, I don't know the exact answer. No one has a specific answer. Some people were saying it's plague. Some people were saying it was everything. I mean, there's literally everything that has been speculated online. But this is very weird. This particular community is itching for answers. A little pun there they did. After several neighbors reported getting rashes and what appears to be these bizarre allergic reactions. Many of the incidents happened last weekend at a time when several fires broke out nearby. That made people wonder if the smoke in the air caused the complaints on their skin. So this was one of the individual's skin coming up in these huge boils, major boils and reactions. I mean, it was these major rashes, mystery rashes took place on these individuals in California, where you can see just these huge sores, which actually reminds me of some biblical prophecy, really, where they stated that these huge sores would appear. That's what this reminds me of. But I'm not saying that's what this is, but that's what it reminds me of. So, yeah. One individual stated, "My skin was getting tight and swollen, and I was constantly itching my neck." This was by Jenny Matamoros. She took to Facebook with a photo showing the shocking skin rash she got over the weekend just hours after returning home from a barbecue. She was at home watching a movie with her husband with the windows open when she started to feel uncomfortable. She went on to say, "I just kept itching my chest and I felt really hot. Nothing had been different, so I started asking, could it be something in the air with the fires or this weird smell in the area?" There was a strange smell, by the way, they just reported in California that she was talking about. She said, "That's when I did the post. I said, it can't be something I ate because I hadn't eaten in hours, so I wondered," well, that's not necessarily true, it can react hours later, but I wondered if anyone else in the area was feeling the same thing or having the same reactions, and that's when I was completely overwhelmed. She said other people started sharing their same exact symptoms and experiences. Overwhelmed by dozens of comments she got, including several people who live near her Rancho Cordova neighborhood of Stone Creek, who shared photos with similar reactions. I was burning, itching, scratching, blisters that were all over my face and neck, and all of a sudden I started burning, feeling like I was itching, like my throat was starting to close, felt like I couldn't breathe, she stated. So, some stated poison oak, with grass fires popping up in the area over the weekend. Many people wondered if it could be poison oak could be the cause, because poison oak can travel through the air. The allergens are so strong that they can create allergic responses, but they said everyone has a different sensitivity, so this dermatologist was speaking about it. Poison oak is highly immunogenic, so if someone with a very mild amount of exposure can actually get an eruption. The farther you are from the fire, the exposure will be much less. So I don't think it's going to cause a widespread eruption with many patients, but absolutely if something is close to the fire, if someone is in contact with poison oak, it's absolutely a possibility. But firefighter crews have not been affected, said Metro Fire Department. None of our firefighters are experiencing the symptoms that these neighborhoods have felt. So they're likely stating that it's not poison oak if that's the case, or the firefighters would have felt that. Yet the doctor gave her medication, and she said it says reaction to poison oak. Now a mysterious rash of rashes is making many question what's in the air. In parentheses it says reaction to poison oak. I thought I was the only one, and I was kind of glad to see that there were other people, so we can see what it was. It's not just a fluke, she stated. So while the exact cause of these rashes is still not determined, she says that sun exposure could also be a factor. Now, he said the best defense, obviously, for skin irritation is to wash it off quickly and apply a cold compress, avoid additional sun exposure, and speak to a dermatologist, but that's usually the answers that they always give. Or do these rashes clearly show that some are playing with our lives, and that these fires are voluntary? A new kind of weapon, and that's what I was speaking of in one of my videos. It could be some sort of weaponized technology, sort of like the direct energy weapons. So, what do you think? Let me know. Sun Pyramid at the sunset in the Netherlands on July 15th. Check out this sun pyramid. That is amazing. Very fascinating. And a mysterious particle struck Antarctica. It was traced back to a distant galaxy with an enormous spinning black hole. That's really, really interesting. That's all the news for right now. Let me know what you think about these mysterious rashes and allergic reactions that appeared. Is it some sort of direct energy weapon? Is it some sort of testing? Is it some sort of prophetic thing? Is it some sort of natural occurrence? What do you think? So much love and peace. I just wanted to share the latest strange news. Thank you for watching, and peace. Bye.